Yeah, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching me from. Please, I just want to say this quickly. There's this disturbing story. This is October 2nd, 2025. Today is October 2nd, 2025. I just want to say this quickly. This disturbing thing concerning our nation, Nigeria. The problem, one of the key problems that we have in Nigeria is that we as a Nigerian, we are greedy. Because I just want to say this emphatically, because we are very greedy, as a Nigerian, and that is why we have problems that is happening right now that seems like nobody can solve. But in short, if by the time we start taking initiatives of things and start to handle things head on, I think we will make a very, we will progress in whatever people are trying to do in that country. I was just listening to news this morning and I saw that over 130 Yoruba group, they have a petition the federal government of APC to the UN and some other international bodies, and and in my heart I say, is it their time to wake up now? Because when somebody come to you and say Eminokon, and most of the Southwest, they supported him, the northern part as well, they supported him, and right now, and there are a lot of insecurity, ravaging the whole of the country right now, and the same people are now making deals, with the bandits, peace talk with the bandits. The same government, and people are still celebrating this government, and they will take some of those people from south, those thugs from the south, to go and do havoc in the east against other families, and take those ones from the east to go and do havoc in the south, and take those ones from the south to go and do havoc in the southwest. The same group of political elites, and they are using our mind because they know that we are greedy as well as them, because those thugs that they are using are human beings. They are Nigerians. They are not Chinese. They are not white people. They are Nigerians like you and I, that are greedy like the politicians, and that is why they are working hand in hand, and that's why they can easily work hand in hand. But by the time we help ourselves and stop being greedy and be contented with what we have, that time they will not have anybody to use anymore. Because an average Nigerian, when you give them £1, when they don't have money, that is when you see them very humble. But when they start getting something in their hands, that is when you will realize that these people, they are not really humble as you think. That time they will now start to ask you, who born you? Who be you? Don't you know me? Do you know who I am? And they will start doing that. And the level, at the point that they start doing that, they will want to try to maintain or to even accumulate more by crooks or by tricks. They don't care. And that is where the greed now comes in, because it is very dangerous. Like here in Europe, these indigenous here, when you give them money when they didn't work for it, you just say take. They'll tell you for what? Because they don't need it. They don't need it. But in Nigeria, whether you work or you don't work, they need the money for free. At least, we should be very lucky that we have somebody like Peter Obi, that is still the only hope of the country today, that is not even in America talking from there. It's not even in UK talking from there. He is in Nigeria with them. He understands their games. He knows how they're playing it because he was involved in the political stage. He knows what they are doing wrong. He knows those ones that are right. He knows them. And that's why he's inside with them, and he have the mind, and he's still in the midst of those evil and vampires, lingers. He's still in their midst, and he's, talking to them, laughing with them, joking with them, doing everything with them. That is the only hope that every true Nigeria have today. And if you people will miss him 2027, Nigeria is finished. Because this killing, it will be times 10. Because that is the last stage, or the last 4 years of this administration. He will not care who die. He will not even care. Look at somebody who still have 4 years, who still have the ambition to have 4 years ahead. But look at what he's doing right now. Look at the level of insecurity. I don't care that they are playing in the country. Not to talk of he managed to grab the other 4 years, which he may think that this is my last chance. Everybody will die. That is just the truth. So my advice is for you overseas, if you have any brother or family at home, that you need to share this video. I don't have wahala. Share it to everybody that you can. 2027 is not a bargain, because that is the only hope. Because you will there abroad now very soon, very soon, if this issue continue like this, you might not be able to even go home again. That will be the painful aspect, because you cannot even travel again. Somebody was killed last week because he put gold chains on his neck. They don't even verify yet whether it's genuine gold or not, because he has so many chains on his neck. They thought maybe it's gold or not, and they shot him twice on his 2 legs, and he bleeded to death, and they took everything off him. So if that one will happen to somebody who came from abroad, what about you? So we need to fight this fight together. I'm not a politician. I don't belong to any party. I'm over 50. I only voted when I was 19. I don't even know who, because I'm not involved in politics. But for this one, we need to bring people with credibility, with people who know what to do in the government, because politics, I realize that politics affect every life in every country. Politics affect your life, it affect my life. So let's vote right, and let people hear this message and stop being greedy, even from the churches, the pastors. Everybody, we have to stop being greedy and be contented with what you have, because that is the only way that you can be able to reject 5,000 on that day of voting. That is the only way that the one will be able to say, I don't need your 10,000, I don't need your 1 million, I don't need your 10 million, because that 10 million, by the time you use it to go and buy the car of your dream, but at the end you don't have even roads to even ride that car. When there is flood, now you may not even have the money to even fill that car. So now why not vote a government that will give you good roads, give you good amenities, somebody who will even pay your children, because we have enough resources in Nigeria. We have enough money in that country to pay every citizen every month, even when you are not working. We have it. But because some people think that they host Nigeria, and they are taking yours and my money to enrich themselves alone. So please, let us try to come out of being greedy, and let us do the right thing, and may God help us. Thank you.